know that you have a small birthmark on your right side of your back shaped like a maple leaf, that you have a small thin scar on your left kneecap. And one summer afternoon, after you fell asleep, I began to doze despite myself. When you woke, crawled away and stabbed your knee on a pair of scissors. The wound was big enough to require 2 stitches. I was a careless mother. I am certain that I could not have brought you up to be such a magnificent young man.
That's enough. That's enough, I say. You know everything. Unmistakably, you were my mother. I guarantee it. All you need is my guarantee, isn't it? I beg you to keep your mouth shut for a while. And did you love my father?
Yes, I was utterly in love with him. What is it?
That's the gun salute on the Emperor's birthday. The artillery of the Imperial Guards has begun to fire 101 times. And even now?
Yes.
Are you still in love with my father?
About the time I forgot about being a mother, I became a woman once again. You must think it's all so shallow of me. Since about that time, every day, every month.
Yes?
Every month, every year, my longing for your father deepened, and I no longer could not think about him. Even after I came to the Kageyama family, this did not change. I have no excuse for my husband. But I have never yearned for anyone but your father. And this feeling became stronger after I stopped seeing him.
The man I plan to kill tonight is not your husband.
Pardon?
The man I plan to assassinate tonight is my father.
All right.
One o'clock on the afternoon of the same day. The stage set is exactly the same as Act 1. As the curtain rises, Asako and Kusano are standing, talking.
My lady, shouldn't you check your watch once again?
It is 1 o'clock. He's still not here. No matter what happens, I must have a talk with him before our lordship returns from the luncheon meeting of the cabinet. Kusano, may I trust that you have done everything without a hitch?
Yes, ma'am. I didn't miss a thing.
You gave all the proper instructions to the gatekeeper of the rear of the gate, did you not?
Do not worry. My lady, the gatekeeper is waving a towel. He's finally come.
Would you return the signal, quick? He's coming, he's coming. Kusano, what a shameless thing I have done, as if bringing in a paramour.
This is no time to be saying such a thing. You are on the verge of saving lives of 3 people, Mr. Kiyohara, Mr. Hisao, and Miss Akiko.
But think of it, Kusano. I've been simply left imagining what rumor has said, that as he grew older, he became even more magnificent. I've stayed home without going out all these years and months, as a means of avoiding running into him. Now, all of a sudden, I send a messenger to summon him. No matter how he may have changed, no matter how my feeling has remained unchanged, I can imagine how aged and ugly I'll look in his eyes.
You are so young and beautiful.
Don't try to give me false comfort. Does he prefer Japanese-style clothes, or is he dressed Western style? He's as strongly opposed to this present cabinet as to the fusses made at the Rokumeikan. So I'm sure he dislikes Western suits. On the other hand, men's tastes, I must say, have nothing to do with their ideology or thought. If he dislikes Japanese-style clothes now, how can I see him in this kimono with a trailing hem? Oh, my heart is pounding like a girl's. Let me quickly see the mirror again. Take a look, Kusano. Isn't my age more clearly etched on my face than usual because I am tense with the thought of telling such grave news? At my age, it is difficult to show certainty and youthfulness at the same time, isn't it? Because, you see, you cannot look young unless you work some trick, and working a trick subtracts from the crucial thing, sincerity.
Rest assured, my lady, that your great decision illuminates you from the inside like the morning sun, making your face youthfully taut so that you do not even have to put on rouge. He's here. I hear the sound of his shoes coming up the stone steps.
Bring him here right away. And while I'm speaking with him, you must keep this telescope turned toward the main building to watch out for his lordship. Come this way, in case something happens and you must leave quickly. Be seated on the veranda.
I have not seen you for a long time.
You haven't changed. You certainly have not changed at all. Your hair remains glossy black.
Did you expect to see a man bent down? If I have not aged, that is probably because of the government's repression. I have seen with my own eyes that in any country, the repressed people are more youthful than the rulers. Still, I must say this theory can't explain your mysterious youthfulness.
That must be because yours is true youthfulness and mine false. But the way you make light-hearted jokes, you are exactly as you were 20 years ago. Why is it that words also come out of my mouth without any effort? I can expect to become tongue-tied once I saw you.
We must have been preparing ourselves so that we might be able to relive some hours of the past any moment. We meet, and from that instant the hours of the past begin. This makes us a little giddy, but once we let ourselves go, we can carry ourselves forward with ease.
Do you think we can? Mysterious the way we are now. I do not feel awkward at all. I feel liberated, as if the air had suddenly become easy to inhale, as if I had come out of a crowded, close room suddenly into a spacious field. How is it that we can be so natural?
Isn't that because you have been away from natural feelings for far too long?
That must be it. The idea that love is suffocating is a childish thought, isn't it? Look at this. I am meeting you for the first time in such a long while, but my hands aren't even trembling. On the contrary, they are far livelier than usual. They feel like wings.
Don't fly away on those wings. Even with you here, time flies away relentlessly. Let's talk quickly. To tell the truth, I myself had to meet you to apologize to you. It's about Hisao.
Hisao?
Yes. I was an incompetent father. That's the only conclusion I can reach.
Hisao.
Have you heard anything about him?
No, nothing.
He left us suddenly last year. I have absolutely no idea where he went. He did not leave a note or anything. I think he's alive. I hope he is, but I can't be definite about it. I did not have the time to look after my family, and I could not do anything for him. But if he decides to come back, I'm ready to welcome him warmly any time.
You tell me all that about Hisao.
I must apologize to you. I'm sorry for all this.
Please do not apologize to me. Now that you've told me, I shall do my best to locate him. But if we find him, what's important is your feeling. May I ask, Mr. Kiyohara, if you are going to continue to have a fatherly feeling for him?
Even now it hasn't changed. He's a single-minded good fellow. Compared with my other boys, he hasn't inherited my unpleasant side. Your virtues, along with my virtues, which are probably very few, make him up. And he has grown to be a young man so single-minded as to be vulnerable. I love him. I couldn't show him any favor, but my fatherly feeling was more inclined toward him than toward the other sons. In retrospect, I should not have hidden these feelings, but brought them out more.
Things seldom work out the way you want. No, they don't. But I am relieved to hear what you have told me. No, this is no time to be feeling relieved. If your feeling is, as you say it is, there is something I must ask you to do, no matter what. There is no other way to save your fatherly feeling and heal Hisao's wounded heart. It may even be that this is the only way to save the two lives, yours and Hisao's.
You know something about Hisao?
No, I know nothing. Even if I did, please do not ask me about it now. Don't ask anything. Besides, your imminent danger has nothing to do with him.
My imminent danger?
I'll tell you straightforwardly, your life will be in danger tonight.
Pardon?
You don't believe me. I went out of my way to ask you to come today because I wanted to help you.
I'm grateful for your sentiments, but I'm a man who lives with danger. Danger is my daily routine. Even this talk with you is part of my dangerous life. I have lived through storms, and I feel suffocated in the breeze. Allow me to declaim a little. Only ferocious summers and stern winters become me. Balmy spring-like weather such as this is no more than a poison for me. So even on a day like this, I must have a scorching summer and a freezing winter ready inside me. That's what freedom is all about. And I must awaken those who are dozing, duped by this spring-like weather. That's what I think. I've never tried to save my life.
You are exactly what you used to be. You are the same as 20 years ago. You who are always useful.
Even as I have grown old, an incorrigible child continues to inhabit me.
You must treasure that child. Women love, and the masses love, that unblemished child in a fierce, magnificent man. Trusting that child, I'll tell you the rest. I know that tonight, under your direction, the young zealots among the remnants of the liberal party plan to break into the ball at the Rokumeikan with drawn swords, and you will park your hansom outside the fence of the Rokumeikan and direct the men who carry out the break-in. Is this not true?
How do you know this?
I am only telling you what I know.